Alright, hey guys, welcome to another Train Simulator 2020 video. Today we have got the newly released and hotly anticipated, by me anyway, personally, Clinchfield Railroad U36C, aka U-Boat. To get some pretty substantial details out of the way, first and foremost, this is an engine by Dovetail Games. They have had the assistance and help of Ricardo Rivera of Repo. In the manual, it says he is due for the U36C artwork, audio implementation, and scripting. Cesar Pac, who is from DTM, I believe, which he is responsible for the 100-ton hoppers and caboose, as well as their audio implementation and scripting. Gary Dolzall, a.k.a. Alfaba, a.k.a. High Iron Simulation, for the scenarios. Which what you get here. I want to go over the details that you get with the pack as well, just quickly here. Let's see. Clinchfield Railroad, 3,600 horsepower General Electric U36C diesel loco. Authentic livery, details, controls, and sounds. Clinchfield Railroad 100-ton 4-bay coal hopper. Clinchfield Railroad Santa Fe style cupola caboose. You get 3 scenarios as well, and it's got a manual, which I'm kind of browsing over here at the same time, but this is the first scenario that comes with it, and we're not going to do the entirety of the scenario. We're just going to have a quick look at the engine itself. You get the manual back open here, and we'll get started. All right, so first and foremost, the model looks fabulous. Looks pretty damn amazing. I'm just going to get this out of the way. We're not worried about that. All right, so let's see what we can mess with here. Idle sounds all right. It sounds really familiar, though. So the windows do open. That was a hotly contested thing on Railworks America thread. I'm kidding. I'm just being sarcastic. It wasn't hotly contested, but they are operable. Door does not open. Let's see what kind of views we got here. So just these two. Let's see what we got on the back wall here. Nothing. Okay. I mean, just so we're clear, this is not a 100% repo engine. He just helped Dovetail, in a sense. Let's see. Got your bell, got your sander. Step lights, okay. Tab light, alright. Rear headlight control. Dynamics, throttle. Number lights. Instrument lights. And forward headlights. I mean, the interior looks okay. It looks, it's reminiscent of some of the Dovetail engines like the GP40-2, which isn't their worst, you know, in-house, but it kind of has that vibe to it. Outside. Oh wait, hold on. Alright, visors weird. I don't ever use them, but I'm sure some folks might like to. Check the wipers out. Alright, wipers are operable. I tell you, this sumbitch is pretty. I like the way it looks. Dusty. Got the grime and rail dust all over the trucks. I mean, the undercarriage on this thing looks pretty damn spiffy. Got a little bit of schmeg on the tank there from leakage. They look good. There is no question about that. They look good. Now, I haven't really driven this thing yet, but I did take some shots, you know, just for the media, for the video. And of course I tested the horn out, and I don't know about you, but personally, you know, being an American railroading, the horn is a big deal. And I feel like it was kind of overlooked or not given two shits about, you know, just to be blunt with this engine. Come on. Really? Alright, so I hope someone scripts a nicer sound, because that's definitely a reused sound, and it does not sound good at all. Bell's alright. So that's a big letdown, you know. I know in other parts of the world the horn isn't really used, so it's not a big deal, but it's kind of a letdown. But anyway, we'll continue on. We'll soldier on here. Take a look at our hoppers, and they are named. This is kind of what a few people were peeved about from the get-go of the route. Why was none of this stock or equipment named? You know, but these look good as well. For a hopper, you know, it's all right. Oh no, we got a temp dump. All right, so we had a temp dump. I'm not going to worry about editing. Here, what you see is what you get. We're basically right back where we were. Just restarted the engine in the scenario. So anyway, let's get going. I think it usually happens when I try to fly around in the free cam a little too much. It doesn't like that, because that's usually when it happens, is when I'm flying around with the 8 key. Anyways, take a look at the headlights. They don't look bad. They don't look bad. They don't look as bad as the, you know, that kind of bright white HID color, kind of like on the new Canadian National stock off Yellowhead Pass, for example. They don't look fantastic either. They basically look like they were ripped off of the GP40-2 as well, that Dovetail made, because they're just blindingly bright, and that's on dim. But anyway, the model itself looks fantastic. And these things are beasts. Anyway, let's set the cab. Let's power up. Let's drive down the road a little bit. See how she sounds. Get both my earbuds in here for surround sound. Alright, we'll get our independent on. Train brake off. Release don't sound too bad. Throw a notch on it. Now, again, there is no interior differentiation, whatever you want to call it, opening the window. It is the same. I can't tell. If there is, it's very, very slight. Alright, another notch as we're rolling. There we go. Get the slack out. I'm just super butthurt about that horn, man. Like, that horn could have make or break this thing, so to speak. Made or broken. Make or break. Made or broken. It sounds weird. I don't know, to be honest, I was expecting a bit more with this thing. I'm going to try and keep it under my 2-hour limit here to see if I think it's worthy of keeping or of funding. Some of the gauges look alright. This old school wound gauge up here looks nice. That looks like something from Repo. The amp meter. These two right here look like not great. You know, considering what we are capable of this day and age with this game, you know, not to just step on it just to do it. Alright, notch 6. She's definitely got some rumble. Let's see what we're doing here so I don't run any reds. Alright, so we're going to Allen Passing Track, 18 miles. The physics feel good, man. Like, as far as getting this thing moving, it, you know, you don't throw a notch in the engine like lurches forward like some of the crap in this game. It takes a second. You know, the amps have to build. We do have a considerable amount of weight on. And one thing I did notice is I saw an AI train, which is also a U36, when I was taking photos just for the media. And it did not have its headlights on. It had the number lights on, but it didn't have the headlights on. So I don't know if that's just for the scenario or an issue overall as far as AI U36s. Alright, I want to see if we can get a roll by here. I don't want it to dump again, though. We're going to give it a shot. Please don't dump. Please. Alright, we'll get right here. See what I'm talking about? The headlights. I mean, they look better than the old, you know, crappy, just kind of flat white headlights. That you know, have illumination to reach the outer Milky Way. You know, these don't, at least, and they have more of a yellow tint to them. I want to see this caboose as well. I mean, it's nice to finally have stock with CRR on it. Buzz over on Railworks America has made a ton of stock with the proper name that look fantastic. Well, the engines sound alright. These cars sound alright. The wheels are a little too shiny, you know, they look like chrome. Like they're just spit shined. But they don't sound bad. And they do look nice as well. They have like a nice weathering to them. Are they Krell nut sounds? Freight car sounds? No, but I'm sure someone will patch those in. They still sound pretty decent as is. Come on, caboose. Ah, hell with it. We'll just jump back there. Fingers crossed. No crash. Yeah. Alright, well. It looks cool, but, it looks pretty darn flat, if I'm honest. Like, it just looks really, really dated. Like, there's no shading on the paint or anything. It just looks really flat. Like, no depth to it. Almost like it's 2D. Yeah. See if we can get in there. Oh, you can! The interior is not much better. Wow. Yeah, it needs some darkening, you know? It's just too... blah. I don't know. I'm no paint and texturing expert. I don't know the lingo. Thing looks huge though, man. This view, it looks massive. That's kind of funky. I'm probably certain this chair in real life was not the same kind of seafoam 60s bathroom paint green in the desk. Maybe it was. I don't know. Yeah, it's not very nice. It has multiple views though, so it is what it is. All right, let's fly back up front. So, I like it. I think I did what I try not to do too often and set my expectations a little high for this one as soon as I saw Repo was involved. It's not terrible, and it's not fantastic either. I don't know, like... interior is not very detailed. I mean, it is not a pro-range engine. Caboose didn't look insanely great. It looks decent. Interior of the engine looks decent. But it's definitely got that like GP40 look that Dovetail did. I don't know, like honestly, just right off the bat, I'm trying to find finer points. I'm sure other folks will, but I'm not entirely thrilled with this. If I had to throw a number at it, right now I'd probably say like a 6 out of 10. The roof looks pretty nice. It's all stained, you know. It's got tar stain from smoke and shit. These bits here, the rivets into the ceiling, kind of panels loose, dropping down a bit. It's all right. And again, not dogging it just to do it. I just feel like this thing could have been fantastic. Like it's on the edge of greatness. The manual is pretty shallow, I guess you could say. It's got a little bit of history about the engine in Clinchfield Railroad, which is nice, but as far as operating instructions, it's pretty nil. One thing we can do, I want to bring this thing to a halt, so we'll test the brakes out. We are going uphill, so we'll go ahead and cut the throttle. Hit the brakes. I don't know. I like I said, I am pretty salty about the horn. I think if there's a new horn thrown on this thing, it would be a game changer for me. Alright, and put that on full service, throw it in neutral, and see if we can shut it down, see what it sounds like. Shutting down, turn it on. Well, the bell and the rev down was alright. Alright, so we are silent. Let's get her fired back up. Man, that's really quick. That there was no priming in that or nothing. That was quicker than the damn shut off. All right, we'll do an interior this time. Ah. I mean, no. Is it the worst horn? Absolutely not. There have been some absolutely dog shit horns for American stock, but it's reused, you know. I'm whining because I felt like this could have been great, you know. I love old U-boats, I love old stock. I don't love rolling backwards with a massive coal train. Let's see how the sand gets on here. Amps are still rising. I don't want to throw another notch on, but we may have to. Alright, we'll throw some sand. See how this works here. I mean, it's not telling us that we're getting any wheel slip. The sanding sound has a pretty prominent loop. Like a yeah. Alright, notch 6. Let's get this thing up the hill. Yeah, I just feel like it was kind of mailed in a little bit, you know, not to dog on the work that anyone's done for this engine, but, you know, for me, American railroading, North American stuff, like, the horn is damn near everything, you know? I'm sure there's plenty of you that think the exact opposite. That's fine. Gotta get some better horns. Really do. In fact, is that the horn off of the B? The Seaboard dovetail U-boat? I think it is. So that's basically ripped right from that. I'm sure with other things as well. So in a nutshell, yeah, like, would I recommend this? Sure, on sale, 100%. Hot off the press, full price, Probably not. But silver lining and all, you know, it's new stock. You know, we got some new hoppers, new caboose, new engines. Hopefully, you know, we'll be able to get more scenarios churned out. I'm certain there will be another scenario pack for those of you interested in those. I do dabble on occasion, I won't lie. But there was one released for Clinchfield like weeks after the route, so now that we got this, I'm certain we'll get a second scenario pack. But get that sand off, the more the merrier. Anyway, I think that about does it. Just a quick look. Maybe we'll come back and do a scenario in its entirety, see how she performs as a whole. I think I covered the bases pretty well. At least I hope I did. And gave you guys the chance to have a look in case you're considering this. Like I said, it's not terrible. It's not fantastic. You know, if you're into U-boats and old stock, anything from Clinchfield, yeah, get it. If you're on the fence, I'd probably wait for a sale. Knowing Dovetail, this thing will be on sale in, you know, a month and a half, 2 months' time. But anyway, I reckon that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.